My name is Reuben Kimani. Welcome to my channel. For those who have subscribed, keep watching my videos. I really appreciate your audience. So we have shared some tips on how to remain productive, what SMEs should do, but today we want to share tips on how to bounce back. It is so easy to assume that things will just drive themselves. It's so easy to assume that things will just fall into place. Without a plan, anything goes. A plan is basically something that says what you need to attain and how you need to attain it. The direction you are going and how you need to go there. You need to also have objectives, and you need to list. For businesses and people in professional circles, you need to write something down. Have a plan for how you're going back to go back to business. For small businesses, it's different from being an employee. You need to know what needs to be done when you reopen your business. After you have a plan or return to work formula, number two, you'll need to refocus your business strategy to ensure a strong technology presence. And basically, you need to refocus towards ICT. I think this is self-explanatory. Things are not going back to what used to be the normal. People have gotten used to working from home. People have gotten used to Zoom. Most of us now know how to use Zoom, Skype, Google Hangout, and many others that have come up. People have gotten used to working using the internet. There are those who are using data bundles. There are those who are lucky to have fiber. There are those who are using other mechanisms for the connectivity. This is our new normal. What happens to the businesses when they open? This new normal will force businesses to re-strategize, to refocus their strategies to ensure that you have a strong technology presence. You have a strong network where people can work remotely. People will start working from home even past the coronavirus, past COVID era, and you need to have a strong technology presence. This means a strong network, systems that can be connected remotely, a strong social media presence also for your customers. Basically, everything will be done online. What has happened with this COVID era, when people are working from home, everything is online. For some businesses, they have just gone mute in the dark. They have just disappeared somewhere because they don't have any presence online. This time affords you the time to rethink about how strong your brand is. Has it been able to reach your customer wherever they are, the audience that you need? Because post-COVID, I'm thinking those businesses that does not have online presence will become a challenge. Your brand need to be known, especially online. No option. Before COVID, I think it was more or less an option. After COVID, it will not be. You have to find new ways. These are new sales channels, especially online. And of course, you have to be aware and be sensitive to what is happening at the moment. There are some few businesses that have benefited, especially in the telecommunication center, ISPs. All of us are using a lot of data at the moment and fiber and all that stuff. Those businesses have benefited. There are those who are unlucky in the hospitality industry, things like hotels and the tourism industry and airlines also. They closed 100% and sent their members of staff at home. What will happen when this thing is over? People will come out from their houses and there will be a spending spree. People will be open to consumption and there will be increased demand for products and services. So the question is, how is your business prepared for this? This is the time as we anticipate the opening of the economy to plan properly, to know if, for example, a business, we offer affordable land for investment and for those who want to settle. How are we preparing for increased demand when we open? Basically, maybe you'll need a new project by the time you are opening so that you can satisfy this demand. After you do that preparation, there are some certain things you have learned during this coronavirus era. And one of the things about insurance. Is your business covered in this event? Especially for members of staff, companies like Username, we have medical insurance. One of the things we wanted to confirm is whether COVID-19 is covered, and I'm glad it is. So this is, you need to recheck your insurance, not just medical, many other insurance, to ensure that this kind of disruption is covered in future. These are things we have learned. You see, a pandemic, the last pandemic, I think, big pandemic was 100 years ago. So you may say it will not occur again. But in terms of insurance, I think this is something we should all check. We have been talking a lot about SMEs and businesses. At the last point, I would like to talk about employees. Because you are working from home, there are those who have lost their jobs. Sorry for that. And there are those who have gone home on unpaid leave, those who have gone home maybe on 70% pay and stuff like that. There are those who are lucky, their pay has not been affected. This is the minority, especially in a country like ours. So the thing is, have you been gaining new skills when you have been at home? I think we have been at home for almost a month now. What new skills have you been able to gain? In our last video, we talked about those pending things that have been pending since independence. How many of them have you been able to close at this time? Those who wanted to read books, of course, relevant books that can be able to self-develop you. How many of them have you been able to read? We'll be in this maybe for another 1 month. I don't know about that. Or 2 months. We'll keep monitoring. What progress have you made? What assignments have you been able to complete at this time? Or you just went home, took it like a leave, an opportunity to just go and sit down. There are people who will come out with new strategies, especially in their career. There are those who will come out the way they were, or even worse. And you'll have new rearrangements in the workplace after COVID-19. There are those jobs that will go away, become redundant. There are those jobs that will be created. Your survival depends on how well prepared you are for this. What have you been doing during this time? So as you prepare to bounce back, of course, you'll be armed with all those things that you have been able to do. For those who have gained new skills, of course, you understand your organization. There are new skills that you bring in that actually will help the organization recover fast and give more value to the organization. Those gaps that you have seen for years in the organization, you should have a solution for them. So this is an opportunity for those who have careers they want to build as employees or members of staff. And I believe you have been listening carefully. You need to ensure you come back with a plan of sort to implement them, gain in your career, and of course, give value to the organization which you work for. So those are just 7 tips. You have many other tips as a person that you can share down there in the comments for others to be able to read. We all want to bounce back after coronavirus pandemic is over. We did have our country. We want people to get back their jobs, people to start earning incomes, people to get something to eat. We want to improve our economy. So let us hold our hands and prepare for this bounce back. Keep safe.